Thanks for listening to Uncle Sam's Soccer Podcast, keeping you up to date with the latest in American soccer. And don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Uncle Sam's Soccer Podcast. I'm Steven Jotter, and Armand Kafai is with us. What's up?
I mean, if you want me to put words on how I feel right now, I really can't.
I don't know what to say. If you just tune into the world of sports, USA is not in the World Cup. Match literally just ended 15 minutes ago. Here's our instant reaction. For the next half hour, it's just our feelings. We'll see what Bruce Arena says. Incredible. Carlos Bocanegra, after the game, legit sounded like he had just had his mom pass away. He was a loss for words. It was awful. I mean,
it was so sad to see on TV. Just like to see him, just like he didn't know what to say.
First time since what, 86 the USA is not in the World Cup.
Well, do you want my initial thoughts on this whole thing?
Yes,
Steven?
Let's go.
Initial thoughts. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. When we talked about this on the show, we kept saying we should be worried. Something isn't looking right. We should be worried. The guests that would come onto our show would say, "No, we are fine. The United States will be fine. They'll work it out. They'll win it." The media said the U.S. will be fine. They'll work it out. They'll win it. Everyone said it'd be fine. It'd work it out. They'd win it. We are sitting here on October 10th, 2017, and the United States is 5th place out of 6 in CONCACAF, sitting on 12 points behind Honduras, Panama, Costa Rica, and Mexico. To put this into words, the United States was given so many opportunities to make it. Steven, I know we talked about this over text. I was giving you some crap, but Switzerland lost one game and are in the playoff. They had no room to make mistakes. They should have scored more goals. The United States was given opportunity after opportunity. They needed to draw Trinidad and Tobago. Let me say something. Trinidad and Tobago. Let me say it again.
B team. Wait.
Trinidad
B team.
and Tobago.
The B team.
The B team. They don't have Kevin Molino. I forgot. They're missing somebody else too. And Kenwin Jones was on the team.
His brother scored.
I'm sitting here. No, that was what's his name? The other brother. What's his name? I forgot. For the Sounders. Jovan Jones. There we go.
Yeah.
He's going to Darmstadt. Jovan Jones is. Let me say that one more time. Trinidad and Tobago. This is embarrassing for the United States of America. This is embarrassing for the United States. Bruce Arena should never have a coaching job in MLS or in any other country. This guy, his career is ruined. I'm sorry. His career is flat out ruined. You know, that guy really made me angry when he said, I hope some of the big shots, in other countries could come and play in CONCACAF. Yes, we get it. Structurally, it's hard. But to say that, as cocky as that sounded, and now look at you, Bruce Arena. You're sitting on the outside looking in. You're out of the World Cup, and you're an embarrassment to the country. Those players out there should be embarrassed. Outside of Pulisic, I'm sorry, Christian Pulisic, you deserve better. You are an amazing player. I would say I'm sorry that we couldn't make it to the World Cup. We're gonna have to wait 4 more years to see you on the international stage. It's honestly, Steven, it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. I'm embarrassed right now. I mean, luckily we are dual nationals. I mean, you have your Swiss to look forward to in playoffs. I have Iran to look forward to in the World Cup. But if you're United States, if you're Fox, oh my God, if you are Fox, you have the rights to the World Cup. No USA, you are screwed. If you are an American who loves soccer, you are screwed.
If you're an MLS owner, you're screwed. If you're an MLS player, you're screwed. If you're an executive of the MLS TV rights, you're screwed. Soccer is screwed in the United States. Screw you. All you media members who literally were so afraid to attack Bruce Arena and his tactics. I got lit up on Twitter last Friday night because I said they should go with a back three. Great. Do you remember last Friday night? They came out swinging. 4-0. Christian Pulisic has the moment of the evening, of the weekend, of the month, and then it all gets torn down against Trinidad and Tobago.
A loss to Trinidad and Tobago. Can we emphasize that they were playing in front of like maybe 100 fans, had won one game.
100 fans. The entire time you're watching the B-Win Sports, all you could hear is the stupid water pumps. It felt like a high school game.
This is just, it's so bad, man. It is so bad. The United States team deserves to qualify for the World Cup. They completely ruined themselves. I'm sitting here right now as a huge American fan. My friends right now who are huge American fans are shocked, disappointed. Steven, you know what you said last podcast, the last preview we had? Yeah. You said the United States national team sucks. Well, I'll double that down. The United States national team is god-awful.
Yeah, awful. You mean terrible.
Awful. This team is awful. The fact that they want to bring Chris Wondolowski onto the game to save the United States, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Sitting here as someone who's followed the national team, followed all this, Wondolowski is a locker room player. Now you're like, oh, we got to bring him on, to save us for the World Cup. That's when I knew, Steven, 100%, that's when I knew the United States were going to lose that game. That's when I knew. And that's when I knew we had to make a podcast. That's when I knew we had to do all this. This is the epitome of the most embarrassing moment in United States soccer history. What did we say? What did we say would happen if the United States missed the World Cup?
Armand. Yes, I want to get there. Give me 1 second. What's incredible is that the United States had their backs against the wall and they come out flying 4-0. That set them up for a 93% chance of qualifying. You had to draw. That was it.
A draw against Trinidad.
Okay, so how terrible of a feeling you must have right now if you're a member of the national team. You're disgraced. Your career, like I said, last show, when we talked about how important this weekend was for not U.S. soccer, for soccer in America. Okay? I know a lot of people who don't like the national team. I know a lot of people who don't like MLS. They pay attention to other leagues. And yet, we have to sit here and put all our chips on the national team because that's what moves the needle when it comes to soccer here in the States. Go look at the TV ratings of the last World Cup and then the following year with the Women's World Cup. Look at what they did. It continued to grow. Now we're going to take a massive step backwards. This will cost us a whole generation of soccer players. No doubt, in my mind, will this cost us.
You're not wrong, Stephen, when you say that. This is you know what people do in the summer? They watch TV. You know what they would watch? Christian Pulisic, a 19-year-old phenom from Borussia Dortmund, come up and
he's the sole reason why he's the sole. I'm sorry to interrupt, but he's the sole reason why we even had a chance. He's going to go back to Dortmund, and he's probably going to have a pretty successful season. Right? Michael Bradley's going to go back to Toronto, and nobody's going to care. Kellen Costa's going back to FC Dallas, probably not make the playoffs. Clint Dempsey's going to go back to Seattle, nobody cares. I could go on and on. Timmy Howard, go retire.
Man, like, just thinking about that, I mean, to be honest with you, that means Kellen Acosta's probably gone in the winter.
Yeah, no, and Tim Howard, you sent me a video this morning about how he doesn't like to play the 90 minutes, and I get it. I understand his perspective. I do. It's not. I don't know if he doesn't not enjoy the game, but it's a very stressful environment for those 90 minutes. I understand, Timmy Howard, but he's old. He is way too old, and I don't understand why he wouldn't considers to retire at the end of this season, because there's no point of playing next year because he's not going to have a World Cup roster to fight for, right? Roster spot to fight for. There's absolutely nothing that the United States can do to promote the game, for Fox to actually explore the option with marketing. Christian Pulisic would, oh my God. I mean, Christian Pulisic could have been something so special, and now his marketing as an individual, Armand, Christian Pulisic's marketing ability, gone.
Man, you're right. I mean, like I said, I'm sitting here. I rushed home, sitting here as a USA fan, and you're sitting here as an American. You're sitting here as a fan of soccer in the country of the United States. Someone who I want to see MLS grow. I want to see all this happen. And Steven, we were sitting here, and I hate to say it, we've been talking about this for so long.
We called it. Did we not call it?
The real estate probability of missing. We basically did. I'm gonna be honest with you. We did, Steven. We did. And I want to be honest. People might not be taking what we say as me and you seriously, but this type of new wave, this thing is gonna send shockwaves around everything in soccer, United States. Steven. I'm talking from the infrastructure the structure of how U.S. is made with Sunil Gulati, with the manager, with everything they do up and down the ranks. I'm talking MLS, how much is going to affect that. I'm talking media, because what did we see? We saw a bunch of people defend Bruce left and right for every decision he made. We saw people defend the national team. What can these guys say now? There has to be questions asked. How can a team of the team in the free world, one of the best countries to live in the world, with 300 million people, with the best infrastructure, fail to miss the World Cup on a loss against a team like Trinidad? And there's no offense, Trinidad. Let me tell you something. Trinidad played a fantastic game, but we're talking about the United States. It sends shockwaves. It sends shockwaves to kids who won't see their idols play at the World Cup stage. Who's gonna be their idol now? It's not gonna be Christian Pulisic.
Nope.
He's gonna be sitting at home or training in preseason with Dortmund.
I agree.
Go ahead.
I would say, listeners, you're listening to Uncle Sam's Soccer Podcast post USA Trinidad and Tobago World Cup qualifier. Instant reaction, all emotion, very random emotion. But, I mean, this is how I feel that a majority of the U.S. soccer fan feels like. You're speechless, you want to cry a little bit, and you cried a little bit inside. I know I did. You want to punch a wall because you're so frustrated. The sport that I think a lot of us love just got taken away from you. It feels like, you're a little kid. Mom and dad pulls the binky out of you, and you can't do anything about it. Lollipop's gone.
I mean,
that's what.
Yeah,
it's how we feel about it. And
I'm sad, Steven. To be honest with you, I'm sad. I'm really sad.
I don't know how you're not sad. And it was just about getting there. And we could have lost every game at the World Cup, but at least we would have been there. This team is awful. It's unlikable. I was tweeting people. I said, this team's just not likable. There's nothing about this team outside of Christian Pulisic that you like. You can't like